sometimes parties encounter a situation where child support really, by all accounts, needs to be changed for very good reasons. Sometimes it might be because the child who used to live there all the time now lives here all the time. And it would seem fairly obvious that if you've been paying child support because a child lives primarily with another, and now perhaps just by agreement, that child is now living with you nearly all the time, I think everyone would sort of presume that child support needs to change. Whatever the reason for a change in child support, with or without an agreement, it needs to be something that results in a new court order. And this is very unfortunate in some unusual circumstances, but I've certainly encountered it a number of times over the years. And it's the situation where folks have changed what they were doing on support, sometimes wholly by agreement, and then things change again. That child who used to be over there and has now been with you for 6 months now goes back over there. And believe it or not, if you haven't gotten a court order changing the support for that 6-month period, you now owe 6 months of support. And the way the court approaches these things, the court can't even hear your compelling, heartfelt argument that, well, we agreed informally and the child was with me. And the law only allows a court to make a retroactive change in support back to the date that someone filed a request to change support. And so if you let 6 months go by and everything changed and you never filed anything with the court, it's not even a question of what would the court like to do or what does the court think would be right. The law doesn't even give the court the power to make that retroactive change in support. And so it's really an essential thing for folks to understand when they start changing what the support will be. Typically when they start changing it by agreement, they're thinking we don't need to involve the court, let's keep this simple. Well, they can keep it simple, make it a simplistic agreement, write it down, submit it to the court, have it become a new court order, and then you'll be protected.